He was doing a charity event on the Las Vegas Strip, and he asked the suit company, the jumpsuit maker, there's only one company in the US that ever made Elvis jumpsuits, and he had to give them back. Bubba Hotep, we had 4 jumpsuits made for the movie by the same company that made them for Elvis, and we had to give them all back because they owned them. But this Elvis impersonator asked him if he could wear an actual Elvis outfit for this charity event because they were the same size. They let him do it just for the show. He puts it on. Halfway through, he started to sweat and heat up, like the king used to do. And he started to smell like Brute. Because that's what Elvis used to use to cover up his stench. You're not washing these sequin jumpsuits. No. No. So how do you cover it? You cover yourself with Brute. And when he smelled the Brute coming through, he smelled the essence of Elvis, and he said it was the greatest performance he ever gave. And that's why I'm glad he quit on me. That weird son of a bitch. Yes, right here. Speaking of Bubba Hotep.
Is there any progress on Bubba Nosferatu?
Any progress on Bubba Nosferatu? The only thing I will say is that Joe Lansdale is fiddling around with a story for that right now. So, there's a lot of hoops to jump through to get it actually into a theater. But having Joe Lansdale is a good start. Because he's the key. It's his brain that we need. Yes, right here.
What's the, or any word on the Sam Axe spin-off?
Any word on a Sam Axe spin-off? So, well, we sort of already did a prequel, I guess you could say. I don't know yet. We'll see what the TV guys have in store. If you throw yourself at the door of NBC Universal and beg them, otherwise you'll light yourself on fire, they might listen to you. I don't know. Yes? Do I actually have any what? Any upcoming projects? No, why the hell do you think I'm here, lady? No, silly, I was coming here either way. I do, but they're all bogus and in the early stages, which are no real purpose talking about. Because half of them will never happen. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Yes, right there, in the middle, yes.
What's your favorite piece of writing you've ever played?
My favorite piece, my favorite script, favorite
role for you personally?
Favorite role?
You know, lines and everything.
I narrow it to a top 5 kind of deal. You know, the Ash character is certainly top 5 as far as he doesn't really have any real skills. I mean, I like that. He's not former CIA, Navy SEAL, he's not any of that. He's just a jerk who works at S-Mart who doesn't know anything about anything. And in Army of Darkness, if you realize, he caused the deaths of hundreds of innocent people. Because he was so stupid he couldn't remember 3 goddamn words. I love playing characters like that. I can't believe that Universal Studios released that movie with a hero who causes the deaths of innocent people. It's not the hero archetype you're going to usually have. So that was fun. The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. was the top 5. Where were you in 1994? But thank you. Because the lead character was Harvard educated, but he was a cowboy. So he was smart and he could, you know, get in bar fights. So that was a fun character too. Bubba Hotep was a fun character. Elvis, because every man in this room has sang some stupid Elvis song by himself, in a car, in the shower. You all at one point wanted to be Elvis. So I'm not going to say no to that when that came up. And then probably Sam Axe is another top 5 as far as, it's the longest I've been employed in one consistent manner. We finished on August 2nd after 7 seasons. That's a long time. It's 111 episodes we did of Burn Notice. We tied Miami Vice. We're each 111 episodes exactly. So number 5, I guess, remains to be seen. Thank you for your insightful question. Yes, dead person mask. And what are you today? A skeleton.
thoughts on playing Bruce Campbell and My Name is Bruce?
My thoughts on playing Bruce Campbell and My Name is Bruce. Mike Richardson, who owns Dark Horse Comics, a very cool comic book company, approached me with Mark Verheiden, great writer, and they said, Bruce, how about if we do a movie where you play a guy named Bruce Campbell who's a jerk, a loser, and an idiot, and a small town comes to him to help save them from fighting a monster, but he can't really do anything. What do you think? I'm like, where do I sign up? The problem is when you play a character named by yourself, there's some guy in Iowa, or Indiana in this case, who thinks I actually feed my dog whiskey in a dog bowl that I occasionally drink from that same dog bowl as well. Because some people go, boy, that's Bruce Campbell, man. I don't know why he's doing that weird shit. He must be an asshole or something. So, it was risky. Yes, yes. Everyone looks behind them. I do like that.
While brainstorming the new Evil Dead, there was some homage to the old, was it in that
The new Evil Dead had some homage to the old Evil Dead. What did you notice? What sorts of things?
What was any of that your idea?
Well, Sam Raimi was, you know, I think it was mostly the director, Fede Alvarez. He wanted to give little treats, so the Delta is there, Sam's piece of crap car is there outside the cabin. So little hints like that, lots of special little sound effects from the original movie we stuck in there that no one will really know. But did you see the remake? People were very skeptical, they were very mad. They're very upset that we were going to remake the movie. I'm like, what, now all of a sudden Evil Dead is better? You can't remake that, that's a classic. That's not what reviewers said 30 years ago. Oh, don't do that, that's a classic. So you saw it, what letter grade would you give it?
A++.
A++. Did you like the carnage and the mayhem? At least there was plenty of that.
Chainsaw scene?
Chainsaws, yeah.
Down the throat?
Yeah, okay, alright, so you felt satisfied.
Also, who would win in a fight? Your hand or the hand from Adam's family?
Who would win in a fight? Ashley said it. The hand from Adam's family. The one from Evil Dead 2 is a much nastier little hand. I think it would kick that PG-13 hand's ass. Yes, sir.
Thank you for the video games. I'm a fan of all the stuff that y'all
Fan of video games.
Have you played any of them? Or
Do I play video games?
No, the Evil Dead video game.
Have I played the Evil Dead video game? Yes. I suck at video games. As Ash, I couldn't cut my way out of a wet paper bag in those games. I did a movie called Serving Sarah with Matthew Perry. And we were walking to the set one day, because we did a movie together, me and Matt. He says, hey, you know, that Evil Dead video game sucks. I go, oh, really? You think it sucks? Why? You couldn't beat it? He says, no, I couldn't beat it. I said, then maybe you suck. He went into rehab the next day. It's mostly a true story. That's all I got. I don't know. I haven't heard anything more about a new game. I just don't know. My thoughts on what?
Your thoughts on the remake?
Thoughts on the remake? I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was all right. They did a good job. And I'm glad there was no character named Ash in the movie. We tried to do that intentionally to avoid it so that some poor actor, they wouldn't go, he's not the Ash, he's the... You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite episode of Burn Notice?
My favorite episode of Burn Notice. The last one, baby. I don't know. To me, it's all one big episode. Michael Weston saves the guy, Sam's in a car on the walkie-talkie, and they talk on the phone, and the shit blows up. That's my favorite episode. The guy did the thing, took it to the place, and shit blew up. It's yours. It's over now. Now you can see them all on Hulu, Balulu Plus, whatever. You're on the spot now, baby. Yeah. Welcome to my life.
The one where he says, well, mom says, do you have good memories with your father? And he says, yeah, I had to fake the seizure at Mr. Goodrich so he could steal spark plugs.
It's funny that the reference she has here has nothing to do with my character. I'm glad that was your favorite episode. The jerk section. Yes, right here. What's that? Which makeup application was the most difficult?
Evil Ash or Deadeye Ash?
Evil Ash or Deadeye Ash? They were all kind of pretty horrible, I guess. You had special effects makeup put on you? Once when you were a kid, what did they put? Like a bunch of oatmeal and glue and paper towel. That's a good start. So you got some wrinkles on your forehead. Yeah. How long did that take? Hour and a half. So you get the basic idea. Just do that for 12 weeks. Yeah, putting the makeup on, they always tell you, what they tell you is, it's only going to take 3 hours to go on. They don't tell you how long it takes to come off. It's got to come off. And I make all the special makeup effects guys, when they take the makeup off, they have to do the cotton ball test. Put a cotton ball on my face, and if it sticks, they're not done yet. Because they like to go, okay, you're done, thanks Bruce, and I go home and my pillow is like stuck to my face all night. So the cotton ball test, if you ever have another one, another very extensive makeup test, do the cotton ball test. Contact lenses were great. If you like shoving Tupperware underneath your eyelid. If you were a 2-year-old kid, I'd bash your face in. He's laughing now, punk. Yeah, somebody over here. Oh, I'm going back here. This is dangerous. I have short-term memory loss. Yes, right here.
Can you tell us about Army of Darkness 2?
Army of Darkness 2. No, there's nothing to tell you.
Can you say word shit?
Can I say word shit? Of course I could if I was your little monkey. But I'm not. So we'll ignore your section for the rest of this section. Yes. I told the cast of Evil Dead, the remake, they would never make a movie like this. And they had to get ready, prepared for physical torment and abuse. Yeah, I did. I warned them. I tried to warn them. Yeah. Well, Jane Levy, who was the star, we knew all the actors in the original Evil Dead had what we call the latex point, where they eventually melted down, couldn't handle it anymore, cried uncontrollably, swore, I tried to rip their face off. All right? Parasitosis. So, Jane Levy, apparently at one point during the shoot, was stuck in a little area of the cabin, and like a machete kept coming through and like slicing into her and coming back out, and she was wedged in a corner for like a day. And she walked off the set, and no one could find her. They were like, where's Jane? She's taking her clothes off, just walking away. She just doesn't know where she's going. She's going, fuck this bullshit. And she's peeling her blood-drenched clothes off of her. She's just going to wander in the wilderness for 40 days. So yeah, it happened to all of them. And they cursed me to this day, yes. The different version of Army of Darkness is the happy ending, which is in there now, and the original ending where Ash wakes up because he can't even remember how many drops he dropped, and he slept too long, and now the universe is destroyed. That one makes more sense to me. If he can't remember 3 words or how many damn drops he took, he deserves to be stuck. Now, the cool thing was, the original sequel to that was going to be Ash leads an army of machines to take over the robots. So Ash was going to lead a revolt like Spartacus. So it could have been kind of cool if you hadn't made Army of Darkness into a bomb. It's your fault, it's not mine. I had nothing to do with it. Yes. Yeah, sure. Sure you.
I just wondered if you tell us what it was that you wanted to do when you were little.
What it was that I wanted to do when I was little. I wanted to be a guy who didn't work in a cubicle or wear a tie. That's what I wanted to do. I just like Zorro, ran around my neighborhood with a stick. And that was last week. That was the weird thing. No, I saw my dad in a play when I was 8. My dad was in the advertising business in Detroit. He was a madman, a Detroit madman for 30 years. And he got into theater as a diversion. And I saw him in a play, and he was wearing goofy clothes and dancing with women that weren't my mother. And that was kind of weird, but I thought that was a good idea. And then I did Evil Dead. It's like, all right, let's do like 2 more insightful questions, and we'll let you get on to the rest of your important day. Yes, right here. Critical questions. Critical. Yes.
Mr. Campbell, thank you so much for visiting our fair city, and where are you going drinking after this?
Where am I going drinking after this? There's a dairy farm outside of town. I get my vitamin D, so that's where I'll be. Ask a silly question, get a sillier answer. We'll try one over here. Maybe this is the last one. Depends on how good it is.
What's your favorite part of directing?
My favorite part of directing movies is you finally get to boss those bitchy little girl actors around. I will leave you with this. Thank you for coming to this convention. There is a lot of room in this world for alternative forms of entertainment. It doesn't all have to be things that are advertised on a Taco Bell cup or a tie-in with this or with that. If you like the movie, go see it. Go see the second one. If you didn't like the first one, don't see the second or third or fourth, because they're just going to be just like the first, the second, and third. And don't forget, you have the power to determine things that succeed. If you support something, it will succeed. And if you don't, it'll die. So if you don't like something, don't support it. It's pretty much the same. And if you do, do it. But thank you for coming today. I really appreciate it. Have a good day.